You've probably heard of wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection. It's the most well-known Japanese aesthetic, but did you know that Japan has a rich world of aesthetics that shape everything from art and architecture to the way people see life itself? Surprisingly, most people have never even heard of them. Today, let's uncover these hidden aesthetics, ones that might just change the way you see beauty. Whether you've heard of them before or not, I hope they give you a new perspective on the art of Japanese aesthetics. When we see a flower and admire its beauty, we are appreciating its present form. But that flower has endured wind, rain, and snow in the past. And no matter how beautifully it blooms, it will eventually wither. Its beauty alone is enough to move us, but when we reflect on its past struggles and its inevitable fading, we feel something deeper, an emotion that goes beyond what we see. This is the essence of Yugen, the ability to sense the unseen depth beyond what is immediately visible. Among the many nuanced Japanese aesthetic concepts, Yugen may be the most difficult to define. It conveys a sense of profound mystery and hidden depth. The term originated in China, where it was used in Buddhist philosophy to describe the profound mysteries of esoteric teachings. In Japan, Yugen was first associated with classical poetry during the Heian period, reflecting an appreciation for the subtle and the elusive. But during the Muromachi period, Yugen evolved into something more, an expression of subtle beauty, mysterious grace, and hidden refinement in art, no theatre, and inkwash painting. More than just mystery or elegance, Yugen is a beauty that transcends words, extends beyond what the eye can see, yet can still be deeply felt. Rather than simply appreciating what is in front of us, Yugen invites us to imagine what lies beyond, to sense the depth beneath the surface. When we watch a sunset, knowing it will soon fade. When we listen to music that stirs something unexplainable within us. That is Yugen in everyday life. Yugen is not about what we see, it is about what we feel. It is the beauty of the unseen, the elegance of the hidden, and the wonder of the infinite. But sometimes, beauty isn't found in mystery or depth. Sometimes it's found in simplicity, in restraint, in the quiet sophistication of things that don't demand attention but reveal their beauty over time. This is shibui, a Japanese aesthetic that values understated beauty, refined simplicity, and quiet elegance. Unlike wabi-sabi, which embraces imperfection, or Yugen, which finds beauty in mystery, shibui is about authenticity and quiet refinement. Originally, the word shibui referred to an astringent or slightly bitter taste, like unripe persimmons or strong green tea. These flavors aren't immediately sweet or pleasant, but over time, they reveal a refined, complex depth. That's the essence of shibui. It is beauty that is not flashy, not exaggerated, but deeply sophisticated. Like the layers of an aged patina, it reveals itself slowly, becoming more profound over time. The aesthetic of shibui values silent, unobtrusive qualities. A person, a performance, or an object can all be shibui, authentic and appealing without excess or decoration. In art and design, shibui blends nature with everyday life. It appears in the grain of a wooden post, the uneven texture of a tea bowl, the solitary blossom in a flower arrangement. These subtle details create a quiet connection, gently realigning us with nature on a subconscious level. One of the best examples of shibui can be found in Japanese pottery. Unlike smooth, polished ceramics, traditional Japanese tea bowls often have rough textures and muted glazes. They are not meant to be perfect but to age beautifully with use. The more you hold them, the more you notice the slight variations in color, the feel of the clay, the quiet elegance in their form. Shibui describes depth and character that develop over time. It's not used for young children or brand new things. Instead, it applies to something whose charm emerges with age, something shaped by experience and maturity. In a world where trends change quickly, where everything demands our attention, Shibui reminds us that beauty doesn't have to be loud. It teaches us that elegance is in restraint. Simplicity can hold more depth than excess. The most beautiful things aren't the ones that shout for attention, but the ones that reveal their true character over time. Shibui isn't about what tries to impress you, it's about what stays with you. It's the kind of beauty that lingers in your mind long after the moment has passed. The last Japanese aesthetic we'd like to share is Mono no Aware, often translated as the pathos of things. It's the idea that beauty is found in fleeting moments, those that are destined to fade. Deeply rooted in Heian-era court literature, Mono no Aware is one of the core aesthetic concepts in Japanese culture. Over time, it became the foundation of many artistic and literary traditions, shaping how beauty and emotion are understood in Japan. In Japanese culture, nature doesn't change to fit our desires. Instead, we learn to move with its rhythm, to flow with the seasons. That's why Mono no Aware isn't just about love or human relationships. It's also about how we experience beauty in the natural world. At its heart is impermanence, the understanding that nothing stays the same. Everything is always changing, moving, passing. This awareness is what defines Mono no Aware. Because life is fleeting, we find meaning in fully appreciating each moment as it happens. When we see cherry blossoms in full bloom, we cherish their beauty because we know they won't last. Their fragility makes them even more precious. Mono no Aware isn't just an idea, it's something we feel every day. It's in the warmth of a summer evening, knowing autumn will soon arrive. It's in turning the last page of a book you don't want to finish. It's in the quiet after a long conversation with an old friend. It's in looking back at a moment, knowing you can never return to it, but feeling grateful that it happened. If you'd like to learn more about Mono no Aware, check out our previous video in the description box. In a world that often seeks perfection and permanence, these aesthetics remind us to appreciate the unseen, the understated, and the fleeting. They offer a different way of seeing the world, one that invites us to find beauty in depth, in restraint, and in impermanence. Which of these Japanese aesthetics resonates with you the most? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.